Hello everyone, this is your Noodle. Today I come to you with something I hope as a community we can do something and finally get DICE to fix this. It has been broken since Battlefield 3. Well, not necessarily broken, but far overpowered. And what I am talking about is the Stinger and Igla missiles. Shoulder-fired, anti-air, ground-to-air rocket launchers. Let's be real here. These things are OP. And what you're seeing right here is a regular, just random 64-man Paracel Storm Conquest server. And that clock you see at the bottom left is how much I am being locked. And in this life, I survived for 5 minutes. Luckily, I had some reps, so I survived for 5 minutes. And you will see how much I am being locked in. It is absolutely unfreaking believable. So let's talk about the Stinger and Igla. And please don't think I'm lobbying to try to get it removed from the game. While it is overpowered, I do think it is necessary to slow down pro pilots, to slow down pilots who are just absolutely killing it. Yes, I understand that they kind of belong in the game. In a perfect world, the SRA would be all that exists, but I understand that not every player can take the time to develop the skills to make the SRA their anti-aircraft weapon. So with that being said, what's wrong with them? Well, the current way they're set up is absolutely freaking ridiculous. There's pretty much just no downside to them. They reload as fast or faster than an RPG. You get like 5 of them. And they have a 350 meter range. And on top of all of this, they do 40 damage to a helicopter, any helicopter, except a transport helicopter. They do 30 damage to a transport helicopter. And that is crazy. So basically it's a 3-shot on these things, on any helicopter. And most of the time if you're too close, and this has been a huge problem with Battlefield 4 only, you get hit by a Stinger, a lot of times you get knocked over. And you end up dying from just hitting the ground, which is another problem for another day and something they really need to fix with pretty much all the anti-air missiles. Not to mention, with the new disable method Battlefield 4 uses, which does apply to the helicopters, almost makes it a guarantee that if you're too close, say if I'm in the space right here and somebody's in the base firing at me with a Stinger, that I can't get away because they hit me with the first one, I'm disabled. And then they pretty much take that 1 second reload and boom, they hit me with another one. Which now I'm at 20 health if I don't have reps, which it's pretty much impossible to beat them unless you spot them beforehand or get lucky enough where you kind of get disabled and you fall into like a little bit of cover, which I'm trying to do here. But luckily, like I said, I got some reps here. Which is the only reason I survived for this whole 5 minutes. So what needs to be done with these things? Well, like I said, not all aspects of these need to be nerfed. They are necessary in a way. I understand that they are necessary. So what I recommend being done to these is they need to either reduce the damage to 20, which is half the damage, because you get 5 of these things and they reload in a second. So reduce the damage to 20 and extend the reload. The reload on these things is ridiculous. No rocket launcher, and I understand this is a video game, but no rocket launcher in any video game reloads this quickly. None of them do. It's crazy. Or what they also could do is eliminate the disable function on them. So if I get hit by one right here in this base, I get 40 damage to me, which that's a pain in the neck, but I don't get disabled. I have a chance, if I'm a decent pilot, I can get away from that guy before he locks onto me again. And they need to, again, increase the reload on these darn things. It's just beyond ridiculous. And as it stands right now, they have a 350 meter range. I can't even engage somebody at 350 meters. If somebody's, unless they're spotted, 350 meters is like from this flag here all the way back to that boat. There's no way I, as a helicopter, can hit somebody that far away unless you give me personnel lock-on missiles. It's just crazy. It's just, you need to reduce it. Look at that. 2 minutes and 11 seconds out of 5 minutes. Half of the time I spent behind rocks, like trying to let my repairman repair me. So almost half of the time was spent being locked onto. And this is a different round here, some obliteration, which I absolutely rampaged. And there wasn't that many players in the server, so I won't be getting locked as much. But let me know what you guys think. How do these need to be nerfed? And listen to the community. Try to get this video seen by the devs. Let's try to get something done about this. Share this video. Send it to the devs if you have direct contact. Because it would just really make the game so much better. I mean, there are so many extra ways in Battlefield 4 for the vehicles to get destroyed. So many extra launchers and guns that do different damage. It's just another thing that, not to mention they just nerfed the 25mm cannons. This is pre-patch, so the 25mm cannons in this video are actually pre-nerf. But they nerfed it, so they're making the helicopters less powerful as it is. And the flares on these stupid things, well, that's another thing I should have mentioned. The flares on the helicopters need a little love. I mean, they reload, I think it's like 30 seconds it takes them to reload. 30 seconds is an absolute eternity. And not to mention, they work about half the time. So, that's another thing for another video. Like and share this thing. Let's try to get this fixed, guys. I appreciate you all watching. Subscribe to my channel if you want to see daily Battlefield 4 pro tips, how-to guides. I try to help the Battlefield 4 community out. Try to make them better. Try to help you guys out who are just starting the game with some pro tips I've learned over the time. I appreciate you all watching. My name is Noodle, and until next time, always remember, use a Noodle.